Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see the procedure of enrollment into your problem statements, forming a team, submitting your idea, and so on. We'll see entire phase two procedure we'll see in this video. So your first step is to log into our website, switch to our website, which is smartinterns.com slash hack hyphen challenge hyphen 2021. Okay, this is the website where you have to navigate. Once you navigate to this website, just scroll down the page to your problem statement section. So here you see we have given you six problem statements. One is IPL, one is related to your IPL, one is related to your OTT platforms, the other one is fashion, related to your fashion chatbot, and the fourth one is farming, related to your agriculture, and fifth one is related to your e-commerce business, and the final sixth one is a clean water and sanitization. And the main thing you want to know here is this sixth problem statement, which is clean water and sanitization, is not only eligible for this hack challenge, and it is also eligible, like you can also submit your solutions. If you complete the solutions before 31st July, you can submit the same solutions what you have built here for Call for Code. Call for Code is another global challenge which has been launched by IBM. You can submit this solutions there under university edition. Okay, so now let's see the procedure of getting enrolled into it. Okay, let's say I'm just moving with this OTT platform analysis. Okay, if you want to know more about this problem statement, just click on know more. When you click on know more, you'll get the description and expected solution out of it, what technologies to be used, and reference data sets. Okay, when you click on know more, you'll get the complete idea of your problem statement. Okay, so let's say if I want to go with this OTT platform problem statement, you have to click on this enroll option. Okay, you'll be taken to our student login. I believe everyone here for till now have your student logins on Smart Interns portal, right? And do remember that this enrollment into problem statement should be done by a team leader. Okay, if you are having a plan to work in your team, so then team leader, only the team leader has to enroll for this. Okay, has to do this entire process. Forming a team is a next step. Okay, I'll show you that. Even if you are working individually, then no doubt you have to register individually. Okay, if you are working in a team, but do remember this entire process should be done only by a team leader. Now just get enrolled in, like just get login into your student login of Smart Interns. Let's select the bridges. Now click on login. Right, once you log in into your Smart Interns portal, you will be taken to a solution submission form. Okay, in this again, this step is divided into two stages. The first stage is to select the problem statement. Again, here you have to select the problem statement from the drop down. Okay, let's say I'm going with the OTT, right? So I'm just selecting the OTT problem statement, and here you need to give a team name. Okay, let's say I'm giving a test. I'm just giving a test SB. Okay, my team name is test SB, and let me check if it is available. Yes, of course it is available, right? So now just scroll down. Here is, you see, a team leader's email ID has been captured automatically. If you wanted to add some team members, here you can click on add and give his email ID here. Okay, I'm just giving my official email ID, which is registered on this platform. Click on register, check. Okay, so here you see, I have already tested earlier before recording this video. I've tested the entire process. So there I have given the same email ID to form a team with a different members. So that is what I'm not been allowed to form a team with the other team. Okay, so here if a participant is already registered with a team, he cannot involve in other team. One participant is allowed to work on one problem statement and only in one team. Okay, you cannot form into a multiple teams. And the email ID which you give here, you have to make sure that you have that particular email ID has been registered on our Smart Interns platform. Okay, let me give my colleague's email ID here and let me check. So it is checked. That is big. I have been added him as a team member. Okay. Now I'll show you if your team member's email ID is not registered, what will happen. There is an email ID which has not been registered yet. So here you see this particular email ID is not registered on our Smart Interns portal student login. That is what it will not take this. So you have to make sure that the team members you add here should be registered on the Smart Interns email, Smart Interns student login. Okay. So now this is the stage where you form a team. A team is you can form a team with minimum of 1 and maximum of 4 members. Okay, not more than that. So just click on next. So we have completed with a selection of our problem statement and forming a team. So our next procedure is to submit the idea. Now I have selected some OTT platform, right? You have seen the description, you have seen the expected solution. Now, but in spite of giving this expected solution and a description, what is your idea? How you are going to work? What's your plan? Right? So that should be given all here. The description, general description, you have to describe on the problem statement how you are going to work. What's its novelty you have to describe. A business, how it will be impacting a business or a social, impact should be explained here, and the technology stack should be explained here, and scope of the work should be given. And make sure that you don't write much content in this. If you have let's say content of 2-3 paras, then just write all this, just make a document of this general description, novelty, business, technology stack, and scope of the work, and make a document there, upload into your drive, give the access to us, and give the link over here. Okay, in this you just type as you have given a link, just check with this link. But typing or entering general description or writing a matter in this all text boxes is a mandatory. Without writing anything, it will not take. Okay, so once you submit all these things, once you write all those things, for now I'll just write it as test. Here I'll just write it as test, and I will be verifying this all things, guys. Do remember that. So I'm giving all as test as of now, and then I'm accepting the submission guidelines. If you want to know what is the submission guidelines, you can just click on this. Your submission guidelines opens here in a new tab. Okay, so let's go back and click on final submission. And do remember that, guys, if you want to see what you have submitted, you can click on preview. You can see what team name you have taken, what description you have given, novelty, business, and technical architecture, all sort of things you can see here. And once you click on, or once you submit your final solution, you cannot change this. You do remember that you cannot change the solutions which you have submitted once. Okay, these all things are just an idea. The idea how you are going to work on your project, the idea you are submitting to us, this cannot be changed. Okay, click on OK. So here you see I have been submitted my idea successfully to us. Like you have submitted your idea successfully for us for a verification. Here you see your application status is not yet approved. Okay, so now within 12 hours of your submission, we'll refer or we'll verify the submission and we'll accept the submission. Okay, just give me a minute. I'll go back to company login and accept this. Okay, and then I'll show you the rest procedure. Now here you see, once after we approve your idea, whatever you have submitted, here you can see your option is now changed to assign work, and the application status also you can see it has changed to assign work to the team. Okay, so if you are working on working with a team, you have to assign work, like split the work in your team. If you are working individually, you have to assign all the work to yourself. Okay, so let's show continue with this assign work to the team. Before we switch or before we continue to this process, a point to be mentioned here is, once after you submit your idea submission to us, you will be receiving a mail. All the participants of the team will be receiving an email with the procedure link, what to be done next. All this procedure will be explained there. Again, you'll have a video link there, and with your team details. Okay, so now let's click on assign work to the team. So here you see you have a work. So here are the milestones. What are all the milestones, to complete this project? Click on prerequisites, select the activities. You have a data set. So data set activity, I'm assigning to myself. So let me delete this. So when you click on this white bar, you will be shown with the team members here. So this I'm assigning to myself, and I'm clicking on tick mark. So without clicking on tick mark, our work will not be assigned. Just remember, you have to click on the tick mark. Okay. Let's say if you want to assign all the work to your entire team, then you can give the both names and click on tick mark. Okay, here you see my work has been uploaded. In the same way, you have to do it for all the milestones or all the prerequisites what are there. Okay, for all the all the milestones and all the activities. So let me complete that. Do remember, guys, without this you cannot perform. This is the main step. I'm assigning all the work to my entire work, like entire work to my entire team. Okay, so my next milestone is to download. So download here, and this milestone changes for each project. Okay, based on the project, the milestones have been created. So here you see start building your project, create and launch. I'm giving it to both because both have equal responsibility. And then click on add, submit, dashboard, dashboard, click on tick. Okay, so click on add, click on again a milestone, because I have three activities, right? I have to assign three activities. That is what the same milestone has been selected thrice, and I have to refer to it. Okay, and then click on add again. So this is my last milestone, which is submit the project. Here we don't have any sort of activities. Click on add, and then click on add. So successfully it is saved. And now click on go above and click here on save and proceed to workspace. Confirm. So once you have assigned your work, you cannot change this again. Okay, do remember that. That is what a alert has been shown to you. Click on OK. So here you see we are done with assignment of our work. Now you get an option called go to workspace here. Just click on this go to workspace. Here you see you have been provided with your challenge title, project ID, OTT project title, project IDs. Just neglect this duration. Okay, this duration is not for you, it's for other students. So your duration has been given here. You have this much of time to submit the project. Okay, here are the mentor instructions, general mentor instructions. Here you have to read this, and if you did not join the Telegram group, you can click here, and you can join our Telegram groups. Okay, so here you have a get repository, and here you'll have a other option called project doc, which has not been enabled yet for me. It will be enabled soon. So the use of this get repository is when you click on this get repository, it will ask for your pop-up username and all. Let me show you this process a bit later. So before that, let me explain you all the details. So here you see your first tab is project details. In this project details, you'll have your title, you'll have your category, skills required, and your problem statement. All the things, like things which are related to your problem statements, you can find here. Here you see what is the problem. We have defined the problem there. How this technology is useful to solve this problem we have given there, and we have given you the idea as well as the technical architecture. We have given everything to you here. Now, when you click on this green title, this green box or a milestone is nothing but your title. When you click on this, you'll get the entire info of your project. Okay, and all the related milestones. So my first milestone is prerequisites, right? Let's check what are my prerequisites. My prerequisites is I have to have a IBM Academic Initiative account. I have to have a IBM Cloud account, and I have to download my Watson Studio and data sets I have to have, right? So here the data sets I've given this. When you click on this data sets links, the links have been given. The data sets which are required for your project have been given here. Okay, and here are the steps. What are the steps to be followed to complete your project? Okay, and here you have create an academic initiative account. I hope you all have, but if you don't have, here we have given you the link. So here you have a reference video. Here is a video for your reference. When you click on this video reference, it will be redirected to your reference video. Okay, so to the steps where you need where it will demonstrate you the steps to create your IBM academic initiative account. So this is how we have segregated all the milestones. This orange tab shows your milestone, red color tab shows your activity, and this blue color shows your reference link. In the same way we have given to all. See here, download Watson activities, like we have to download the Watson, right? And the steps have been given here. When you click on this, click here, your steps will be opened. Okay, then you have start building your project. Here you see we have given some activities like you have to create and launch your Cognos Analytics, right? So for that we have given a link to refer. You have to start building your dashboards. If you are new to this Cognos Analytics and you don't know how to build your dashboards, here is a reference video. In this reference video, we have built a dashboard using Cognos Analytics. We have just taken some random use case and we have built a dashboard to just make and you understand how do you use your Cognos Analytics. You can refer to this video, and based on that you can build your project. Okay, finally you have to submit the project files. Okay, so these are the files what you have to submit for the project. So whenever you click on the activity or a milestone, the descriptions will be shown here. The matter will be shown here. When you click on this activity, the activity related content will be shown here. Okay, this is all about your project details. So your entire steps will be clear for you. When you go to your second option, which is task and progress section, here you have prerequisites. Okay, here you have all the milestones what we have for the project. In this milestones, the activity are divided into a what we say task cards. The cards. So let's say here my first activity is for prerequisites, and if say I'm working on this data sets, I'm collecting my data. So just move this card to a in progress section. With this, what happens when I refresh the page after moving this, here you see my percentage is getting increased. So with this, what we'll monitor your percentage, how much of work is done by you or your team. Okay, so here see I moved the card to a in progress section. So once I'm done with this collecting the data, I move this card to a review section. You cannot move it to a complete section. Complete section will be moved by your mentor. The card will be moved to a complete section by your mentor after the deadline of your submission. Your submission deadline is 15 August. After this, we'll verify all your project submissions and we'll evaluate them, right? At that time, we'll move this to a complete section from your review section. Okay, so this should be done for all these activities, for all the milestones. For all the milestones, you will have different activities, right? If you have completed that particular activity, move it to review section. If you are working on that particular activity, move it to in progress section. Okay, this was all about your Kanban board. Okay, and for your queries, as mentioned, you have your Telegram group. You can post out your queries there. You can ask your queries in your Telegram group. Okay, so here you'll have a option called doc. So when you click on this doc option, you will be asked for a password. So here below this doc option, a small line will be written with your password. Password will be given there with a black bold letters. You have to copy that black bold letters and open the open the project document. Okay. So whatever the report you make after completing, like you have to write a report after completing this project. So that report should be written only in this Zoho writer. Okay, the project doc we are what we have given here. Okay, so now let's get repository here. And there's the last milestone. I'm asking to submit the project files here, right? I'm asking to submit the project files, and I'm talking something regarding Git repo. Git repo provided in your Smart Interns workspace. This Git repo is nothing but this option. Okay, so to submit the files, the project files, what you have built, you have to click on this go to get repository. Okay, when you click on this go to get repository, here you see you have been asked for a Git username. Okay, let's say I don't know my Git username. What I have to do, I have to log in into my GitHub account. I have to log in into my GitHub account. So let's do that. And even we have given a link here. When you click on this login or sign up, it will redirect you, but we don't require that now. We know the URLs for GitHub, right? github.com. So here it is. Click on sign up, click on sign in, log in into your Git accounts, log in into your Git accounts, and then I'll show you. Just give me a minute. I'll switch my screen because I don't remember my Git details. So GitHub account. I guess I have logged it out. So okay, let us log in from here. So as I was mentioning, let's log in into my Git account. .com. Click on sign in. Oops. Here is the problem. Once after we sign into our GitHub account, so here you see we have a drop down on our right side, right? Just click on this drop down, and here you have a your username or your profile. Okay, so here you have a username, right? This is your Git username. You have to copy this username and give the username here. Before clicking on check and collaborate, you have to make sure that in your profile section, oh, sorry. Uh, okay, let's check in our settings directly. In your settings, when you click on this profile, mm, here the email should be public. Okay, if this email is not public, then you'll not be getting your email password. Like you will send an verification email that will not be sent. So you have here a tick mark as keep my email ID private, right? You have to uncheck this. Okay, before you click on check and collaborate, uncheck this, go back to your accounts, sorry, go back to your profile. From your public email, just select your email ID there and click on update profile. So that what happens, the email becomes a public one. Okay. Now go back and check and collaborate. Like click on check and collaborate. Oops, it says that valid. Mhm. So So the process of collaborating to your Git repository, I'll just make a different video on this and share it with you. Okay. So this is how you have to just collaborate with your Git repository. And then you have to submit your files. Okay. Submitting this files video, I'll just give you separately. So till that, I hope you have understood the entire process of, enrolling into your problem statement and forming your team and submitting your idea Then after getting approved your idea, what process to be done, how to assign your work to your team or yourself, and how to proceed. So this is how all the process goes on. And here you see I've moved my cards to in progress, some cards to in progress, some cards to review sections here, right? So that's the reason you can see the percentage has been increased. So this is what the percentage we keep on monitoring. We keep on monitoring a percentage of each and every student. Okay. So this is what the procedure for getting enrolled into your problem statement and forming a team. Okay, this is the entire process of your phase two. Thank you.